Good morning, Wednesday morning, everyone. It is Living Pain. As you can see, my hair is a little bit more messy than it normally is, and I'll tell you why. Last night, I had a dream. Not the Martin Luther King type. This was an action adventure dream. Now, I dream virtually every night, just to let you know, and my dreams are awesome. I once had a dream that was so good, it was the best action movie. I actually think Tom Cruise was in it, and I remember when I woke up, I was like, man, what was that dream? I gotta write it down. If I wrote that thing down, it would be like the hugest Hollywood blockbuster. So these are the type of dreams that I have. And so last night, I can't remember it all, but I know that it involved, there was an opportunity to do an open water swim in January. So it was really cold and everyone was standing at the beach and I was supposed to swim, and somehow my son went in the water and kind of quasi took my spot, and I took off somewhere. The bottom line was that when I took off, the business I'm in is sales recruiting. I recruit salespeople. So I had these, it was weird. My old boss kept trying to sell me life insurance or something. I was trying to get him to leave me alone. And then there's these two little wasp bugs, but they were big and round, and they were trying to sell me stuff, and I'm trying to swat them away, and they kept coming back at me, and then I wanted to squish them. Long story short, I had nothing to squish them but my hand, and like a typical wasp, when you squish them, they sting you. And then I was in a bad neighborhood. I think I was in Winnipeg. There's pockets in Winnipeg where I grew up, and it's like gangs and stuff. So anyway, that's why my hair is so messed up. It's tossing and turning all night long. Woke up tired. It's not from working out. It's from sleeping. I'm super tired from sleeping. I gotta wake up or I'm gonna get more tired. 4 trips to the bathroom last night. Stepped on the scale. 216 pounds. So back to my 21 pounds of weight loss, and it's only Wednesday. And as I've said many times, my real weight isn't until Friday or Saturday. So that's a good sign. I'm a little bit lower than I was last Wednesday by about 0.6 of a pound. Today on tap, I've got my run. I'm already in my running gear. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a run. And oh yeah, and then I'm also been recording my body weight. I think I'm gonna start doing the weight plus the body fat percentage. And I think it was about 40.3%. So yesterday it was like 39. And I'm actually pretty happy with the weight because I had a heavier day of eating yesterday, 2,200 calories. And of course you have a big steak dinner. My daughter came over, you have steak dinner, potato, all that stuff, and still to jump on the scale. At 216 after that, that's really a good sign. And it was a sign my body definitely needed that. I'm gonna have my coffee now, and I'm gonna get out for my run. All right, run done. Probably, I would say this is the most memorable run and probably one of the best runs I've done in a long, long time. And here's the irony. It's one of the slowest runs I've done in a long, long time. I think I averaged 6 minutes and 56 seconds per kilometer, which is pretty darn slow. So you might ask, well, hey, Brian, such a slow run, how could it be one of your best runs in a long time? Well, let me tell you. The reason is because of the heart rate. I averaged 123 beats per minute, and I didn't exceed 126, or not very often. I think I got into 131. I popped up there once for about 5 seconds. So why it's such a great run is it's 10K, well, an hour, so close to whatever, 8.5, 9K. So why it was a great run is that heart rate. If I did the 8.5, 9K and I just wanted to run it and do it like a normal run in the past, my heart rate could be 140, 150, it could hit up to 160. And a lot of people can do a 10K run at a higher heart rate. That's not difficult. What's difficult is being able to do a longer run at a lower heart rate and to do it without having to walk. So when I first started to keep my heart rate down, of course I would run, walk, run, walk, run, walk. And I'd barely crank out 4.5K. Now, this run, and it's, decently warm out. It's not hot, but maybe it's a little bit hot. It might be 75 out there. This run, I was able to run the whole way without stopping, keep the heart rate really low, and when you do that, it feels like an effortless run, and it's just the sign that you're really getting in shape. And if you've never tried it, try to do a run at 126 beats per minute and see how fast you go and how much walking you need to do. Good run, got that done. Now I'm ready to start my day. I didn't know what I wanted to go through on today's last video, the last one of the day. It's like, oh, what am I going to talk about? It's, go back and forth. And I could talk a little bit about, I'm feeling stronger. The body's doing well. I'm eating good. Although, today I had a day where I shot up to 2,090 calories. Although I think a large part of it is my body's just needing some more energy, and I'll kind of get into that. But one of the things, I was so tired today after work, and I know what it is, and it's driving me crazy. I feel right now that I've got this weight on my chest. I have this one client, I'm doing a search to find this person and what the requirements are. It's like finding a unicorn. And I'm obligated to do it. And at the same time, my Ironman mentality is that I'm not going to give up. I've got to find this. And other people within the company have been looking as well. And everybody experiences the same thing. And it's just like you have this foot, like I say, a foot on your chest. And I guess in some ways I'm proud of myself in that, I'm not overeating because of it. So I'm not letting this situation control me where it would in the past. It could be more so what would happen in the past than why I gained weight is because I like having a beer. And when I have one, I have 10. And it's, for sure a bit of, an escape from the day to day. It's fun, change your mindset. And if I was having heavy duty, tough days in the past, then, and we're growing like crazy and lots of pressure and all that other stuff. And I don't mind pressure. It's just that I also like living life to the fullest. And so it'd be like, okay, this is going on. All right, let's sit down, have a drink. You forget about that. You start fresh in the morning, yada, 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 yada. And it's a bit of a vicious circle in that you do that, you have a few Then, you eat something late, the next day you're doing it. Before you know it, as what happened to me, you can go up to 237 pounds. And I guess I'm happy that I haven't let this thing, as much as I hate it, as much as the foot's on my chest, I haven't had that urge to go and just have a blowout, to not think about it. If anything, I've just been thinking, I've got to figure this out. And today I just spent countless hours reaching out to people. It was crazy. And I thought, maybe I did overeat a little bit because of this. Normally I'm sitting around 1,500 calories, and today it shot up to 2,090. Now, I ran for an hour, so the net effect is probably pretty good. However, if I did let it affect me and the result was just a 400 to 500 calorie difference, well, then I'm making some pretty good steps. Strides, rather. So, what did I eat today? Well, I had French toast for breakfast. I wanted something different, and you can only eat the Egg McMuffin so long. Actually, I think we're out of them, but they're so convenient. But I had the French toast, which was great. Then for lunch, it was leftovers, leftover chicken from one night, and leftover steak from last night on a piece of bread, so kind of like a steak sandwich. And then for dinner, it was fajitas. And where I kind of went a little bit off the rails was the snacking, the rice pudding. And then I had one of those popsicles, which turned into 4 again. Even though they're 45 calories, it's nuts. You eat more. And then I had a little ice cream cone. I made a little bit one. And the reason for that is I wanted to have a little bit of a sugar rush so that I could just fall asleep, which I did. I had a good nap after dinner, and I didn't eat after dinner. Like, I've been finding that, I think it was 7 o'clock was the last time I ate something. So in a way, I'm not gonna be perfect. And if these are my transgressions, it's not that bad. Although I do know, I was thinking about it this morning, if I have one week where I weigh myself on a Friday or Saturday and I haven't had the continuous losses, I know I'm going to be freaking out and I'll be like, I got to take extreme measures and figure out how to break this plateau or whatever. Anyway, I didn't know what to talk about tonight other than I got to get this foot off my chest. There you go. Over and out. Living pain. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.